Alright, you guys. Here it is, the official prediction video of the 2018 Postseason Bracket Challenge. I started doing this back in 2000 and I think it was 15 or 16. So, this is like my fourth or third year doing this. And, this is going to be better because, last year I didn't have, well, I think I did have OBS, but the year before that, the quality was alright. The sound, I did not even fix my mic. Like, ugh. I still have Bandicam, but I only use that for like emergency purposes. Because OBS, I can record up to as long as you want. As long as you delete, as long as you don't have enough, as long as you have enough space for your computer PC. If you don't, then, OBS will automatically stop the video. So, earlier today, I did a live stream of the live sound game of the Rockies and the Dodgers game in the tiebreaker. When I got home from school, the other game was about to be over. It was the Brewers and the Cubs. It was in the ninth inning. So, if you missed those streams, don't worry. If you're watching this, we're going to break it all down and go straight to the bracket and the prediction and the schedule. So first, this might be kind of a long video. I'm going to try not to make this as long. So first of all, we have two tiebreaker games today. That's like never happened. So the Brewers were playing the Cubs earlier today. And the Brewers beat the Cubs in Chicago 3-1. And that game determines who is the best National League team and who will get better home field advantage. The Brewers went to Chicago and beat the Cubs 3-1, which means they don't play until, I believe, Thursday. And they will get the home game between the winner of the wild card, which we'll get into a bit. So that means Chicago lost. The bad news is they lost, but the good news is they get the home game in the wild card. So Chicago, they don't have to go anywhere. The other game that I was doing a live stream of the sound games, the Rockies and the Dodgers. Thank you guys for watching or listening if you were listening to it live. Rockies and the Dodgers. Oh, actually, before we get to that, the first game, the Brewers and the Cubs, I picked the Cubs to win because they were at home. They lost. Was I surprised? No, because it's the two best teams in the National League. Like, anything can happen. Now, in the second game, I picked the Dodgers to win, and I got that one right because they beat the Rockies 5-2. And it was weird because the Rockies did not look like the Rockies from yesterday. Because it was in LA. And the Rockies only had a few hits. I believe it was like 4. It was 5-0 into the ninth inning, and then the Rockies got back-to-back homers in the top of the ninth until Gonzalez swung at the first pitch when he was up. That was pretty bad. But kind of wish the Rockies came back. I want the Rockies to win, but I predicted LA would win because they get the home game. So LA won against the Rockies, so they will get the home game against the Atlanta Braves this Thursday. It's either going to be Thursday afternoon or Thursday night. We're going to get to the schedules because I believe they already scheduled the times. So, the bad news, if you're a Rockies fan, here's the good news first. The good news is you're still in the playoff. But the bad news is you have to go all the way to Chicago in less than 24 hours. No days off. You got to go all the way to Chicago from LA. Unless if you go from LA to Colorado and then from Colorado to Chicago. That's kind of a lot in one day when you think about it. So, Rockies fan, last year, you were in the wild card against the Diamondbacks and you got eliminated. This year, we'll have to see what happens, and that's tomorrow. It's not It's not the Wednesday one. The Wednesday wild card is the American League. The American League is all covered. It's been covered for a while. We got three. This never happened either. Three best teams that won at least 100 games: the Red Sox, the Yankees, and the Astros. And also, three worst teams that lost at least 100: the Orioles, the Royals, and the White Sox. So three teams won at least 100, and three teams lost at least 100. All those teams are in the American League. That's crazy. And what's crazy also is how close the National League uh, Central and the West are. The battle, the tie breaks. I only see one tie break, and that was like a few years ago. Here we are with a double-header tiebreaker. Insane. So we're going to get to the brackets and the schedule. So here we go, guys. It says select the team. I've done this before. I already know what to do. But for those of you who are new, this is your last day to do it. Because if you do this tomorrow, I believe they will shut this down. So you either do it right now before you go to bed or when you wake up first thing tomorrow. I'm going to do it right now. Because I can't do it tomorrow morning because I got to go to school. So there's a website called, or maybe just type this, Postseason Bracket Challenge 2018. The rules, it's very simple. Select the teams you think will win each postseason series and then answer the tiebreaker question. Well, I'm not going to answer the tiebreaker. I'm only doing this for fun. So I'm probably going to share this on Twitter after. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, if you're wondering why I'm not on Twitter much, it's because I've been kind of busy. So don't worry, I'm not really active on Twitter, but that doesn't mean my Twitter account is, dead. I will share this. So here it is, guys. Tap the logos below, or in this case, I'm on my laptop. It should say click. The logos below to pick who will win each series. So, hope you guys can hear me all right, because I am talking pretty louder and closer to the mic. Here it is, the bracket. So, let me try and make this. Yeah, there we go. It's too big here. There we go. Here it is, guys. This is the bracket. The bracket is official. See, we couldn't do this last night because of these two tie breaks. We couldn't do it. Oh, what the hell? Apparently I picked LA. Oh, no. Okay, let me refresh this. I guess I accidentally clicked that. Let's refresh that. Like, nothing happened right there. I was trying to make the screen, or the page, smaller. Alright, here we go. So, yeah, guys, you should probably do this right now, because, I don't want to do this too late. So, here's the bracket. I'm going to do the games in order. So, tomorrow is the National League wild card. Chicago doesn't have to travel. They just stay home. But they don't get any days off. Here's what's even worse. The Rockies have to go from LA to Chicago. Or from LA to Colorado, then Chicago in less than 24 hours. Because they don't get the day off. See, if this game was on Wednesday, then the Rockies would have a chance of winning this game. So, it's in Chicago. I don't think Chicago's going to lose another game at home after what they did earlier today. So I'm sorry again, Rockies fans, but I believe the Cubs are going to win this time. And I'm sorry, Rockies fans. You will be eliminated again. I'm sorry. I want the Rockies to win. To be honest, I want them to beat LA. I want them to beat Chicago tomorrow. But I just don't think they can do it. If it's in Colorado, they can probably do it. That would be a whole different thing. So I got the Cubs winning. I think it could be. Could be the same score. It could be worse than that. I don't know. I think Chicago could win this pretty big. I don't know. We'll see. So if Colorado wins, not only I will be surprised, but I'll be pretty happy. All right. So let's go to the American League wild card. Will be on Wednesday night. It'll be the A's and the Yankees. So I'm sure both these teams they're all rest up and ready to go. But the problem is, just like this other game, Oakland has to travel all the way to New York and play the Yankees. That's why I'm going to pick the Yankees to win on Wednesday night. I think this game's going to be better than this one. I think the American League wild card is going to be better than the National League wild card. This game could be close. Could be extra innings. And if Oakland pulls this one off, upset. But I got the Yankees winning. So here's what we have so far. So in the wild card, I got the Cubs beating the Rockies, which means Chicago, or I should say Milwaukee, is the best team in the National League, and they have to play Chicago again. That's what I think. We're going to have a division rival. Not one, but two. I got the Yankees beating the A's, and that means the Red Sox have to play the Yankees again. The reason why I said again is not only because they're rivals, it's because Boston just played New York yesterday, and Milwaukee just played Chicago earlier today. So this is going to be interesting. And these two other games, we got the Indians and the Astros. The Astros is my favorite team, by the way. And the Braves, who, congratulations to the Braves on making the playoffs since, 2014, 13? And then the problem is they got to go all the way to L.A. because L.A. has a better record. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Let's look at something real quick. Sorry if this is gonna be kind of a long video, but just look how close. Oh, what? I don't want to go. I want to go on Google. I thought it's already on Google. Sorry. But yeah, guys, look how close this is. Let me get to it real quick. The standings. These are the official standings. 1, 2, and then 3 teams that won at least 100, and 1, 2, 3 that lost at least 100. I'm not trying to be mean Orioles fan, but I've never seen a team that won less than 50 games. I think I've seen a team that lost under 65 or 60, and that was the Astros when they used to be in the National League, I think. So, here's another thing, guys. The Braves are 90 and 72. And earlier, the Dodgers were 91 and 71. What if the Braves won on that Sunday game? And if they got to play, what would happen? Because, we know that LA and Colorado were tied. And if Atlanta won that Sunday game, the Braves would be tied with the Dodgers and the Rockies. And what will happen then? That's how crazy this is, guys. I don't think that ever happened before, but, what would happen? I have no idea. I can't even think about that, but that's insane. But anyway, back to the bracket here. So Atlanta has to go all the way to L.A. Cleveland has to go south to Houston. Yankees and Boston. Yeah, I'm sure most people pick this. And I think most people pick this too. So we got 2 rival games. That's my Facebook, so ignore that. I can get rid of that. Alright, so I believe the NLDS is before the ALDS, because I think they play on Thursday. So let's look at the schedule real quick. Oh, we can't do that yet, but I'm just gonna pick. So it's a best of 5, and the Championship Series and the World Series is a best of 7. Let's start with this game. The Braves in LA. The Braves, I'm glad you made it, but after seeing LA play today, I think I got the Dodgers beating the Braves. I'll say it's a best of 5. It might come down to either Game 4 or Game 5. So I'm going to say LA's going to win it. LA's going to win it 3-2. So I got LA beating Atlanta. Down here, Chicago and Milwaukee. Ooh, man. So guys, don't put any hate comments, because this is what I think. So if y'all do a prediction video too, let me know in the comments and send me the link, and I'll watch your prediction video too. And let me know if y'all agree or disagree. Some of y'all will agree and some of y'all will disagree. So, oh man, this is gonna be a tough one. Chicago, Milwaukee, they just played each other. Oh, and it's in Milwaukee. Milwaukee looked pretty good. Um, we did have LA and Chicago on the NLCS several times. So, and Milwaukee gets more home games. This is gonna come down to game five. This right here. And I'm sorry, Milwaukee, but Chicago, they're gonna win game five. They're gonna have their revenge back. And they were gonna beat Milwaukee. 3 games to 2. Both these games will come down to game five. Let's go to this one. Indians and the Astros. The Astros is my favorite team. And the way they're playing, they had injured players and they're all back. And they get more home games. They play Thursday in Minute Maid Park. I've been there like about 3 or 4 times. So I think they can beat the Indians pretty easily. And I think it's going to be 3 games to 1. So it's going to come down to game 4. So I got my favorite team beating the Indians. So I could get all this wrong. You know, maybe the A's might beat the Yankees. Maybe the Rockies might beat the Cubs. Maybe Atlanta will beat LA. Maybe Milwaukee can beat Chicago or Colorado, you know? Maybe Cleveland can beat Houston. Here's the biggest one. New York and Boston. Oh my god, the two teams I really don't like. Because last year Houston had to play Boston and New York to get into the World Series. That's really hard. And the thing is, I don't I I really don't like Boston because that's one team that I don't want them to be in the World Series. Um, yeah, I hate them more than the Yankees. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pick the Yankees just because. And this game is gonna come down to Game 5. I got the Yankees beating the Red Sox. And look what we're gonna have. A rematch from last year's American League Championship Series, right? It was Houston, New York, right? I believe. Yeah, it was. It was Houston and New York, and L.A. and Chicago. That was a rematch from last year too. Two conference championships, I should say, championship series from last year. Houston and New York, and L.A. and Chicago. So Houston has a better record than New York, I believe. Let's check that again, just to make sure. They're 103.59. Yes, they do. So Houston's gonna have more home games. This is gonna be tough because I believe. Actually, let's do this one first. L.A. and Chicago, and Chicago will get more home games this time. This is so tough. I like doing this though. It's so fun to play. And also, guys, once I click it, I can't undo it. I'm not gonna refresh it. Once I click it, I click it. That's it. No mistakes. Um, how long is this video? Sorry for the long video, guys, but two championship rematch from last year. Houston will get more home games, and Chicago will get more home games. I think this game. I'm trying to think. Hold on a second. Just give me a moment. This game's got to come down to Game 7. And this one. This is going to come down to Game 6. So I got this one 4 games to 3. And this one 4 games to 2. Actually, never mind. This one, I got LA again. I got LA again. So they were in the World Series from last year. I might have to watch my old prediction videos. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna like pretend I'm doing a reaction video. I'm like, why did I pick this team? You know. All right, so I got LA to be in the World Series again. This game, I don't like New York, but I'm sorry guys, if you're probably gonna hate me, but I gotta go with my favorite team. I got Houston beating New York 4 games to 2. Or no, I should say, yeah, 4 games to 2. Because this is going to come down to game 6. And this is going to come down to game 7. We're going to have another rematch. Like triple rematches. Another rematch, guys. I never seen a rematch in a World Series. I think we almost had one that one year. It was, what, Kansas City? Yeah, when they won. So I got LA and Houston again. And Houston's going to have more home games this time. And I was so happy that they won last year. I like LA, but that's, you know, I think it's going to be a rematch, guys. I could be wrong. You know, once you get the first one wrong, you're going to have all of it wrong. So you just got to hope you get it right. So this is my predictions. This is going to come out of game 7 like usual. Um, I've noticed it's a pattern. Let's go back to 2013. I think that was the first World Series I watched. It was the Red Sox and the Cardinals. The Red Sox won. 2014, Giants and the Royals. The Giants won. 2015, the Royals and the Mets. The Royals won. 2016, the Cubs and the Indians. The Cubs won. And 2017, the Astros and the Dodgers. The Astros won. What do you notice? It's a pattern. It's an American League winner and then a National League winner. American League winner, then a National League winner. So last year we had American League winner, and I've noticed the past 2 years, I believe, 2016 when Chicago beat Cleveland, it was in Cleveland. And last year when Houston beat LA, that was in LA. That's a shocking right there. This time, LA will win this time. I got LA winning against my favorite team, and LA will win it on the road in Houston because you've noticed it's a pattern, so you know what that means. A National League team will win. So, yeah. I want Houston to win. The last 2 teams I want to win is New York or Boston. So, even if it's, any other team. So, I got Houston and LA in a rematch, and at this time, LA should have won it last year, but I believe this time, I think they're going to get it done. So, this is my prediction, guys. Let's go to the schedule. Let's go to the postseason schedule. And let's see if they gave us the time. We're only going to be focusing on the 2 wild cards. So also these are Eastern time. So tomorrow we've got the Rockies and the Cubs, 8 o'clock Eastern. On ESPN, I got the Cubs to win. The A's and the Yankees, once again, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern on TBS. I got the Yankees beating Oakland. So this one got the Cubs at the Brewers. Oh, it doesn't tell you what time, but it's either going to be on MLB Network or FS1. I got Chicago beating the Brewers. I kind of want Milwaukee to win, but I think Chicago will get it done. uh, 3-2. And I got LA beating the Braves 3-2 as well. And then Friday, here is when everybody plays. I got the Yankees beating the Red Sox 3-2, and I got the Astros beating the Indians 3-1. So there you have it. And this is all the schedule. They don't tell you the time, probably because they have to wait until they figure it out. So tomorrow, that's right, I'm gonna do another live stream tomorrow of this game every Tuesday and Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. Central Time. The only thing is tomorrow's only going to be one game, and Friday it's going to have all 4 games. So we don't know what time the games will start, but we'll have to like flip the games back and forth. So some of them will be on at the same time. So tomorrow, I'm actually not going to put the sound game live. It's going to be me and my dad talking about the game because it's only one game. The reason why we didn't do that today is because we were still at school and work. The only thing is this one's gonna be, just in time, but it's gonna be from 6 to 9 o'clock Central Time because at 9 o'clock I have to get ready for bed. So that there you have it, guys. If I'm missing anything, let me know. If y'all agree, some of y'all probably will agree with some of my predictions. Some of y'all will disagree with some of my predictions. Let me know who your predictions are, and if you did a video of this, like me, let me know. So, with that being said, this is Eric signing off. We'll see you tomorrow night from 6 to 9 o'clock Central Time, 7 to 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We'll see you then. Good night.